My name is Daniel Mackey, and this is my beautiful, strikingly beautiful wife, Kelly Mackey. And we're residents here of Tulsa, and yeah. I'm a worship minister at our church, Victory Christian Center here in Tulsa. I met Senator Dan Newberry at our church, actually, at Victory Christian Center, and I had seen him at church and that kind of thing, and I spoke with him. I think it was in one of the hallways at our church, and I was just asking about, what his passions were and that kind of thing, and he saw that I had an interest in it, and actually somebody came to our church and spoke on just making a difference in community and in lives of people. And I was one of the people who was I guess someone who was pulled out, who had a passion for it too. And so afterwards we talked about it, and so we kind of progressed from there. We had the opportunity to go to the Capitol building, and we saw a lot of different things. Senator Newberry invited us to come, and he gave us a tour of just the courtrooms and the state Supreme Court, and we got to see a lot of things that we would not have been able to see. But he showed us just different artwork, and he actually revealed to us his appreciation for just even those who come to share things at the Capitol with him. Just people from different organizations, people from agriculture, people from business, people from commerce, different things like that. And I appreciated his humility in terms of just saying, hey, you know what, I don't know it all. And so I can learn a lot from the constituents in the community and different things like that, and just people in the community. And so I felt like that was, I appreciated that, because his heart was really to serve people. And it wasn't, just him doing it all alone, but it was more so, okay, how can I better serve the people in the community? And that, to me, stood out a lot. We actually got to go and have a meal, my wife and I, and he, and we ate. It was a restaurant we thought was pretty nice, but more importantly, the things that he shared with us were things about his family, really. And to us, it mattered a lot to us that he was sharing a lot about his family. His passion to serve others, yes, but he acknowledged that it was more of a family commitment that he served in office. And they sat and they prayed about it, they talked about it. And it wasn't just Lone Ranger, it was, I have a family. If we're not in agreement with it, then I won't be doing it. And to me, it's one thing to get up and say, hey, I really support families and all that kind of thing, but it's another thing to incorporate it in your decision making and what you're actually going to step out and do. And even how he came into office, and how he he felt like God was leading him to step into serving the community and making a difference practically in the practical things, and how once he got a green light about it, he felt like he had a green light in his spirit about it. He just stepped out and said, okay, honey, how do you feel about this? He talked about it, and he talked about the work behind it, that it wasn't just, I'm Senator Dan Newberry. It was more so that once I get a green light from God about it, I'm going to give my 100% to it. I'm going to be up at 4 in the morning. I'm going to be preparing to make phone calls, preparing for meetings and different things like that, and then going and doing the work out in the community. To me, Senator Dan Newberry is he's easy and approachable. He's not aloof. He's not standoffish. He's really engaging. And I remember we had done worship at church, and I went up to the top. It was like an illustrated production that our church did, and I think I was walking across one of the areas, and he just said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing well." And what he did was, he just took time to talk to me, like me as the person, and I appreciate him engaging me that way. And then he said, we were just talking about family things, just being a husband, caring for your family, that kind of thing, and I really. I just appreciated that, and I would say one of the things that's important to me is that it doesn't appear to me that he separates what he believes from what he's actually going to do. To me, I can trust that. That spells integrity to me. When I am going to vote, I want to vote for somebody who's going to mean what they say and be about what they're saying. And in my years of knowing him, I've seen that consistency. And I think I could say the same. My wife would probably say the same. You're going to say one thing, this is your platform, and then once you're actually in a position to serve, and I say serve because he looks at it like servant leadership, it's going to be the same thing. And I care about that. I do. And we could say that too, together, as a couple.